फ़लसफ़ा बेसिकली सच की तलाश है, सच्चाई को जानना, सच्चाई की खोज में मुसलसल लगे रहना, यानी philosophy begins with a sense of wonder and awe. Philosophy is the science of sciences. It has been called mother of sciences. A person who has taste for every sort of knowledge, who is curious to learn and is never satisfied, is termed as philosopher. In simple, we can say that the word philosophy is derived from the Greek words philia. Philia means love and Sophia means wisdom, and it means love of wisdom. यानी हिकमत व दानिशमंदी की मोहब्बत को हम फिलोसफी कहते हैं. फिलोसफी क्या है? It is a rational attempt to look at the world as a whole. It is the process of reflecting on and criticizing our most deeply held conceptions and beliefs. It is a mental activity which involves the problems of human life, its nature and purposes. It is what? The questions: what is the truth? सच्चाई क्या है? What is the distinction between right and wrong? What is life? जिंदगी की हकीकत है. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I living for? What is reality? Is the universe real? What is good to do? So remember the tram dilemma. कि क्या है कि एक ट्रैक पर 5 लोग हैं और एक ट्रैक पर एक बंदा है. अब हमने ये देखना है कि हमने 5 को बचाना है और एक को ख़त्म कर देना है. इस पे ज़रा सोचें. फिर देखें कि एक सर्जन के पास 6 पेशेंट हैं और 5 मेजर ऑर्गन ट्रांसप्लांट्स की ज़रूरत है उन्हें, और उनमें से छठा वो है जो डोनर है और वो माइनर उसका ऑपरेशन होना है. अब आप बताएं कि क्या वो 5 को बचाने के लिए एक को मार दिया जाएगा? अब सोचें कि क्या होने जा रहा है. शुड यू किल 1 पर्सन टू सेव 5? ट्रॉली डायलेमा यस, सर्जन डायलेमा नो. सो देखें कि कभी किसी की जान बचाना और किसी की जान लेना एक फलसफी के लिए सोचो विचार का बायस बन जाता है. Did our moral common sense get it wrong? Should you kill 1 person to save 5? Metrobus dilemma yes, surgeon dilemma no. So does everyone think one answer is wrong? यानी कभी कोई एक आंसर जिसको सारे दुरुस्त समझ रहे होते हैं वो कभी गलत भी होता है. फिलॉसफी की ब्रांचेस कौन सी हैं? मेटाफिजिक्स है, एपिस्टेमोलॉजी है, एथिक्स है, लॉजिक है, एस्थेटिक्स है और पॉलिटिकल फिलॉसफी है. हम देखते हैं कि जो फिलॉसफी है वो जिंदगी की हर फील्ड पर मुहित है. एपिस्टेमोलॉजी, इसको इल्मियात कहा जाता है. इट इज द ब्रांच ऑफ फिलॉसफी दैट स्टडीज द सोर्सेज, नेचर एंड वैलिडिटी ऑफ नॉलेज. व्हाट आर द सोर्सेज ऑफ नॉलेज? वेयर डज जेन्युइन नॉलेज कम फ्रॉम और हाउ डू वी नो? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन ऑफ ओरिजिन्स. What is the nature of knowledge? Ethics. Ethics is the study of the nature of right and wrong and good and evil, in terms both of considerations about the foundations of morality and of practical consideration about the fine details of moral conduct. यानी अखलाकियात के पहलू को जो फिलॉसफी बयान करती है उसको हम एथिक्स कहते हैं. मेटाफिजिक्स. Metaphysics is the study of the nature of things. Metaphysics is a comprehensive study of what is fundamental to all existence, all knowledge and all explanation. Metaphysics has 2 branches, ontology and cosmology. Ontology and cosmology are the 2 main branches of metaphysics. Then the logic. Logic, what is logic? Logic is the attempt to codify the rules of rational thought. Logicians explore the structure of arguments that preserve truth or allow the optimal extraction of knowledge. Aesthetics. Aesthetics is a branch of philosophy dealing with the nature of beauty, art and taste, and with the creation and appreciation of beauty. It's study of sensory emotional values, sometimes called judgment of sentimental and taste. Philosophy and education. Philosophy and education are very important, linked together terms. Education without philosophy is blind and philosophy without education is invalid. दोनों का चोली दामन का साथ है. So in context of school, what do I teach? What should I teach? How should I teach? What is the nature of the learner? How do we learn? क्या पढ़ाया जाए, कैसे पढ़ाया जाए, क्या सीखा जाए और किस तरह से सीखा जाए, और जो लर्नर है उसकी नेचर क्या है, उसकी फितरत क्या है. Philosophy and education. Every old is not outdated and every new is not perfect. This is determined by the philosophy. Philosophy provides us a vision. The educational planners, administrations and educators with the progressive vision to achieve educational developments. Preparing the young generation to face the challenges of the modern time. ये तालीम और फ़लसफ़ा ये कहते हैं कि नौजवान नस्ल को, बच्चों को मुस्तकबिल के लिए तैयार किया जाए। Philosophy of education critically evaluates different aims and ideas of education and philosophy. The relationship between education and philosophy, great philosophers have been great educationists. For example, Plato, Socrates, Locke. Education is the dynamic side of philosophy. Philosophy is the plan and education is its application. It determines the aim and purpose of education. Aims of education are related to the aim of the life, which are the creation of contemporary philosophical beliefs. Different philosophers view it of their own thinking, keeping in mind the demands of society, formulated different aims of the life and education. So we can say that philosophy determines the real destination towards which education has to go. Philosophy determines the various aspects of education. Philosophy and education are the sides of the same coin. So we can say that philosophy and education go side by side. Philosophy and curriculum. By means of curriculum, desired behavioral changes are sought to be achieved through the goal of life, which is determined by a particular philosophy. इंसानी रवैये को तब्दील करना, इंसानी रवैये में बेहतरी लेके आना, ये फ़लसफ़े का अहम मकसद है और इसी तरह का करिकुलम यानी निसाब बनाया जाता है। फिलॉसफी एंड पेडागोजी इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द फिलोसफिकल डिज़ाइन ऑफ एक्शन। जिस तरह से आपने जिस फ़लसफ़े को सोसाइटी में प्रिवेल कराना है, उसी तरह की पेडागोजिकल टेक्निक्स यानी तदरीसी हिकमत अमलियाँ इख्तियार की जाती हैं ताकि मुआशरे में एक अच्छा सिस्टम जो है वो बनाया जा सके। फिलॉसफी एंड डिसिप्लिन। फिलॉसफी डिटरमाइंस द नेचर एंड फॉर्म ऑफ डिसिप्लिन, वेदर स्ट्रिक्ट एंड रिजिड और फ्लेक्सिबल एंड फ्री। Philosophy and textbooks. To achieve the aims of life and of education, textbooks are of great importance. Textbooks are affected by the prevailing philosophy of the society and country. Textbooks contain matter which reflects the ideology, ideal, and values of society. Philosophy has a great influence on a teacher's thoughts and behavior. Ordinarily, a teacher's philosophy of life affects his teaching. A teacher should update and uphold high moral and spiritual values in order to inculcate the same among students. She must be aware of the philosophical foundations of curriculum and teaching strategies. Islamic philosophy, Islam's submission to Supreme Being and compliance with His laws which constitute nature. Special focus on acquisition of knowledge. Knowledge is of two types, revealed knowledge and acquired knowledge. Islamic education setup, basic principle of Islamic educational system. Islamic philosophy drives its origin from the teachings of the Quran and Hadith. The children are not only equipped with religious knowledge but also with the practical knowledge that will be beneficial for their future life. Philosophical perspective in education. There are four major educational philosophies: perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, and reconstructionism. These are the four major philosophies in perspectives of education. Perennialism, students acquire understanding about the great ideas. The focus is teach ideas that are everlasting, to seek enduring truth which are constant, not changing. Aim of education is to ensure students according to the need of the society. So we can say that the philosophy always in a state of developing the mindset of the learners. Essentialism, conservative philosophy, believes in a core of common knowledge. Progressivism, education focuses on the child, not the subject. So John Dewey, that father of progressive education, learning is doing. It is the child-centered philosophy that focus on the children, solve problems by reflecting own experiences. Teacher begin where students are. Teacher serves as a guide or as a facilitator. So books are tools rather than authority. So we can say that progressivism is child-centered and here teacher is a guide or facilitator. Social reconstructionism, Theodore Brambold, he recognized the potential for either human annihilation through technology and human cruelty, or the capacity to create a beneficent society using technology and human compassionate. Social reconstructionism ties to progressive philosophy, believe in bringing the community into the classroom. Critical pedagogy, students must question and challenge common beliefs and practices.